Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurazo here, come at you guys with a cutie patootie, because that's how I see Fu Wallows here. I mean, just look at this girl right over here. She's got her little expensive hat on with the beads, the little beady little eyes here. I'm not gonna lie, putting the hat on her, it kind of looks like one of those things from SpongeBob where they put some realism in. Fu Wallows looks like a weirder and weirder card the more I look at it. Like, the more I look at it, like, this guy looks like he's zoinked out on crack. Like, if you really look at this card right here, you will see, wow, this card has a lot more going on than I thought. Anyway, this cutie patootie is also bought out. Now, before we get into the market watch, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're very close to 5,800 subscribers. Join the Discord, and thank you to my YouTube channel members. So, Fu Wallows here, not going to read this. We all know what it does. $40, $44, going up to $60, $70 for your secret rares. Now, I told people, hey, just like Lil Knight, get your OG copies for $2 or $3 more, a few more dollars more than the reprint, because we had these around 2021. We had the reprints around 17, 18, 19. And at times they were a little closer, maybe even $1 or $2 apart. Sometimes they were maybe even $4 or $5 apart. And now, as you see, this card is $40, $43, $60 here. Meanwhile, your reprint is going up. It is going up. It's $20 right now, going up to $23, $25. Now, the reason why I always tell people to get OG is because some people said, Saki, a secret is a secret. Now, I already explained how the core set secrets look better than the Battles of Legends / core century secrets, but that's a tomato thing, I guess, at the end of the day. The thing is, if you got your OG copies around, let's say, $20, $25, well, they're $40 now, but once these two copies are gone, they go up to $60, $70. Are people going to be paying this? I have no idea, but I think this card can easily sell for 40 or 50, maybe not 70 right now, but 40 or 50. Well, let's say you sell your OG set, right? Let's say you're able to get 120 off it, right? You're able to get the reprint secret, and you know what you just did? You just paid off how much you paid for these, because you paid 60, you got 120, right? And now you have 60 left, right, of profit, because let's say you got this card at $20, right? So, now you sell it for, let's say, 40 a pop. That's 120. You can get the reprint secrets, and that set is paid off completely. And that's the reason why I tell people, be aware of max rarity versus OG print and all that, because recycling your money in this game is keen, especially because Konami likes to burn your money for you. So you gotta be prepared here. Now, you got the other versions. You got the plat here at 28. I told people, at the price that plats are, they're not bad. They look cool. $28 for a plat. Have some, some nice green hands, right? Some diamond hands. $28, it's really not that bad for this card. You have your PURs, which oddly brings the card out more. It feels like the PUR for this card cleans it up. Like, every other version looks kind of messy. You'll even see the CR, and looks kind of messy, but the PUR just like cleans it up. These are 23. Your PCRs, they're like 22, 25. I actually like the PCRs. These ones are sticky, just like Rarity 1, but I still liked them. I ended up just getting OGs, though. I was like, you know what? I know that I'm only going to need one set. I'm not going to get another, spend $70 more for a set of Fualls that I know I'm not going to use. I just need one set, because while a lot of players love to have multiple copies of their staples, I just think it's so cost efficient to take my 3 copies from my one deck and put it somewhere else, especially if you like high rarity, because then you get to just play the high rarity everywhere. That is just my opinion, though. Now, if it's like common and like, which I think Fualls will eventually get a common print, maybe in a structure deck, and they're like $2, $3. Okay, sure. Convenience, $7, $8, right? Or to have a second set just cause. Sure, but $60, $70, I'm unsleeving it, putting in the other sleeve. Then if I want to play another deck, I'm going to put in the other sleeve. Look, $70 is not worth, the inconvenience is not worth $70, just to me. But I want to know what you guys in the comment section below do. Do you guys like get, every time you need a staple, or you get multiple decks, you have like a threshold of how much of the same staple you get? Please let me know in the comment section below, because I'm trying to see something. Your QCs are 325, 340. I'm going to get the Starlight Rare when it drops, so I'm not in a hurry. Ash Blossom, by the way, I wanted to go over this card as well. You have the QC at about 115 here. I actually do like these. I actually do like how they have the 25th anniversary, just because I think Ash is one of those cards where I was like, you know what? I want to have the collector Ash with the 25th anniversary stamp. That's cool. If it has a Starlight and it looks better, maybe I'll go for that. But this isn't bad at 115. And then you have, Feet Ash here. Try to behave yourself. So I know that some of you just can't, I don't, but just try for me. All right, you know what? You don't even have to hit the like button more. Try to behave yourself. That's all you got to do. $66, $67. People are worried about Starlight here. I'm going to be honest. For a QC Ash, this is really cheap. I actually think this is very, very good. I know people are afraid of the Starlights, and that's completely fine here. But we also have to remember, if we do get a Starlight rare of this card, how hard is it to grab? And as if it's just like this, well then, people are going to have their preferences, QC versus Starlight matching, all that. 65 is not that bad for this card. Also, if you guys want to keep track of any cards I say, like, for example, Fuwalos, hey, did he talk about that card, actually, etc., go check out TCG Creator in the top of the description below. When you guys click use it, you can see all the cards I go over in the Market Watch, and whenever you click them, it uses my affiliate link in the description below. Automatically. If you guys don't know, I have a TCG affiliate link. When you click it, it helps out the channel to no additional cost when you buy Yu-Gi-Oh, anything, all that. But if you go to my TCG Creator and you click one, you get it right away, and you can make your own graphs. It's pretty awesome because you can go back like right now or after this Market Watch. You want to go back on my older Market Watches, see what I went over. You can just click the graph. It's pretty dope. Castura Fenrir Ultra Rare. These are actually getting bought out. Now, we have a playset here at 16. Now, a lot of people are going to get that, not only because it's cheaper and Light Play doesn't, Light Play still very playable. Who knows? Maybe it's just near mint anyway. But it's cheaper and it's 3 of. But if we do just go near mint here, 12 listings, $20, 22. You start getting playsets here, going up to 25. This card is getting sold like crazy right now. A lot of people are thinking it's good because whenever pink is good, Fenrir is also good. You get to chant, you get to search, they have to interact with it, right? And yes, you can play multiple copies of pink, but you can also play multiple copies of Fenrir, right? And if you're siding in all 6, you're more likely to see it. The secrets are also lower on listings. You got like $16 here. I think people are thinking the tins aren't going to reprint it. However, we are seeing the tins now reprint cards that are actually not in the core sets that they usually explain that they are. Like the prize card, for example, they always reprint the prize card. I'm not shocked at that, but it's just kind of a useless reprint, to be perfectly honest. It's not like Chaos Emperor or anything like that. 16 going up to $17 for your secret rares here. Nobody really has a playset here, so this card, as the ultras also go extinct, I could see this card going up a lot higher. If you want your Fenders, I will get them all you can. Now, I also had the ultis here, but I guess there it is. There's the ulti. Ultis, these are 30s, 30s, 35. If we go near mint, what are these at? 34, 35, going up to $40 for your ulti Fenrirs here. Okay, not bad. Is this card worth 40 in my opinion? Absolutely. I think Fenrir is also a staple card. Cash is always something you could play. $40, not bad at all. Dominus Impulse, right now your OGs are still $34, $35. This card has really been stable. I think if the pull rates are bad, this card's going to have a recourse upwards and higher. If it does not, maybe it could go lower. There's a wall of 16 here at 57 here. People still want this for events. We're going to just have to see what the market thinks of the reprint for this card and then go off for there. Dominus Purge, though, Infinite Forbidden. We have Light Plays here at $500. Like, I'm going to be honest with you here. Does this just mean they don't want to sell it, but they have to list it? Are they doing this for tax reasons? Like, why are they putting this card at $500? Near mints right now, that seller's got it is offline. 58, 60, 65, $70 for your Dominus Purges here. This card's really good. Yummy also plays it in their, I believe in their going second build. As well as this card's just really good right now in general. So am I shocked it's a lot of money? No. Will the reprint lower this price? Hopefully. Castra Unicorn Secrets are like $6. Just standard here. Rise Hearts here are like $3 here. I'm shocked to see it this cheap, but nobody plays cash. The deck's out of the format. $3 has been for a while, but like usually people don't take the cards right away. It takes a while, and Rise Heart's one of those cards here. What tin was this actually? 25th anniversary. We have the secrets of this card as well. I don't know if yeah, 25th anniversary, so not super old at least. Cash Theosis here. These are $5, and these are for your OGs, so not that bad. This card was 13. It went higher. A few weeks back, I said, well, I'm not shocked. I told people to get OGs around $5, and they've actually just gone back to $5 on the dot. So that's kind of funny. If you forgot to move these cards, I mean, I guess you're at square one. Exodia, the Forbidden One, Ultimate Rare here. So, I have talked about this card already once. Actually, I've talked about it like 3 times. I said, guys, when I go near mint, it has 20-something listings left. It's going lower. People still want it because they're comparing it to Blue Eyes, and they're like, if Blue Eyes could be 150 plus, right, $200, the Exodia head's got to be at least 30, 35 bucks minimum, right? That's what a lot of people are saying, but people do keep in mind that you cannot match this with anything because we don't have the limbs ulti. I actually think that maybe Konami should be doing something kind of unique with OTS, and I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. So, I don't like ulti limbs, not only because of the ulti foiling, but because then you get only 2 ultis every single OTS pack because one of them is going to be the limb that we're missing. Players are going to be like, wow, this is just dog shit. Even feels like more dog shit filler. Anyway, what I think Konami should do, and I think people are going to hate this, right? Have an OTS pack where we have 7 ultis, but you increase the ulti amount, right? So you keep whatever, you know, let's say every 100 packs you get 2 ulti of whatever, right? Cool. You also are going to get, say, 8 to 10 pieces, right? So ultis of the limbs are more common, right? That way you actually get to spread them around. Maybe you just do 2 and 2, but then the pool is 5. So you still get the 3 ultis, right? But then you get the 2 limbs, but you also make sure that the pull rates aren't horrible, right? So you increase the pull rates on ultis, so we have the same amount of circulation, right? That's just my opinion on how maybe they could do it. It's just an idea. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of the idea. Do you think it's stupid? All that. Well, your near mints right now, by the way, are $10. This card was like $5, $6. I told people you could get this and chuck in a corner. In 2 years, it'll be worth good money, right? Even though the foiling shit. Well, bottom of the page, we see $15 here. And the card is selling as well here, so you're not going to have to wait that long. If you didn't get this card, it's still $10. You could get $10. Watch it go up to 15 and beyond here. You got 5 copies here at 20. It's not like you have a crazy amount of listings here. And like I said, the card is selling here at 11311. So just keeping an eye on it. Also, guys, if you're not a YouTube channel member, consider being one. We have the 5 Yu-Gi-Oh! 7-year trade binder 7 days ago. I will start going over those cards a little later. Possibly, maybe I do, maybe I don't. But if you want to make sure you're up to date, okay, consider being a channel member. Go check out that video. I'm trying to drop a channel member video once a month, if not more. So thank you, my YouTube channel members. Consider being one. The goal is about 30 to 35 by the end of the year. And if you haven't hit that like button yet, guys, 100 likes on this video would be great. It just takes a second to hit that like button. Now, Orcist. This is what I want to go over because this won Nats. And the movement was non-existent, right? People were like, it's a player thing, not a deck thing. And they were right. Your hard powers are 165 right now, so they have gone lower. The ultras here for Galatea, these are now 8.5. This was the make all be all card. This was $16, $17 here, and then it dropped here in like August, right? All that, and now we're late August, and people are just like, we want to sell this card. We're done with it. We want to get it away. And when you go to Mayhem here, the boxes are $48. And we're going to go over that, why they're 48 in a little bit here. Now, you have your QC at 87. Does go up to 90, $100 here. So this is still one of the, is it Starlights, not QCs that you still want to pull. Your dings are $5. And guys, this is the QC. Your $5 or, dings are here if you want them. I think this is really cheap for the card. If you want it, go ahead and grab it. Great $5 QC to get. Your ultis are $14, $15 here. Your Galateas here are $8, so those are going down as well. And then you also have your ultis. Your ultis are 28, 30. People just know this card looks fantastic, but maybe it goes down even further here. And yeah, this set is very Starlight dependent. Like the Blue Eyes, the other stuff. The Gem Knight has calmed down to $40 here. You're getting, I think, Starlight Rare every 4 boxes. Your Heralds are very good. I think Starlight Rare Herald is very good at $37. Very good. Start picking those up. But yeah, this is just a Starlight Rare box, because when you go to card type or rarity, let's say you go Secret and Ultra, right? What can you pull here? You got your loads at like 25. Your Rising Scales are like 10, 11, 8, 9. And you're probably not pulling all 3 of these in a box. Your Gem Knight Nephis are like $7. So they did hold a little bit more value. Even your Chibi Blue Eyes is like 4, 5. Your droplets are going up here. Look, $3. There is a wall of 600 at $5. And hey, you know what? That's very fair at 5.5. Then you have your Ether Barrels at 5, your Surveyors at 4, 5, your Dragon Maids at 4, your Drag Volcanoes at $1, That card should have never been worth crazy amount of money, in my personal opinion. Then you have a lot of these like cheap $1, $2 stuff here. You know, your Magical Androids at $1. You got your Neoses. You got this Ultra at $1. That'll help you out. Crowley is a card to look for because of the Magistus stuff, especially. So just keep that in mind. This card will probably spike eventually. And that's kind of it. This set really did flop. Abyss Soldier. You discard a water monster from your hand to the graveyard. You return 1 card. It's basically not a compulse, but not just for monsters, right? And you could do any, but you have to discard a water monster from your hand. This card is getting bought out right now. These are $20, $50. So you have light plays before it goes up to the moon here. Your DTs are $10. But all versions of this card are a lot of money. So just keep that in mind. If you have this card at all, you are sitting on some money here, all right? You're sitting on some actual McDonald's money, because that's how much it costs for McDonald's. If you guys don't know, I can't eat at fucking McDonald's anymore, because I remember this was about 2 years ago, right? Barely 2 years and 2 months, and I started eating healthier from this point on. It wasn't what's in it or how bad it is for me or how bad I feel. None of that. I love a McChicken, right? Even though the quality got worse. I went and I got myself a McChicken. I'm like, let me just get a quick McChicken for a snack, right? With some cheese. They charged me $5-something for it, like $5.12. I was like, I took the cheese off. The cheese was like $1.40. I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna have to pay closer to like $4 for a McChicken. It was like $3.80 or something, right? It was $5.12 with tax. I was like, no way. So I ended up paying like $3-something on it instead. And I'm like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna put my own cheese on it. And I didn't eat the McChicken. It was sitting in my car for 10 minutes. I slapped my Colby Jack cheese on that. I ate that shit. I'm like, I'm not eating at McDonald's anymore. And guys, if you do not eat at McDonald's for like 5 months, you can't eat McDonald's again. It's too terrible. I thought people who couldn't eat McDonald's were like, okay, I'm not saying it's good food, but you're being a little picky. No, I fully understand it now. Their breakfast is still all right, but it's also something with processing. You guys are going to get bored with that conversation. But let's just say I know the ins and outs of how certain fast food and other restaurants maybe get their food, what's processed, what's not processed, very well. Let's just say I know that, and not just because I watched a video. But yeah, this is unironically McDonald's money now, because it's $10, right? $8 to $10. That's a McDouble and a McChicken. That's McDonald's money right there. Solemn warning here, QC. These are $15, $20 here. People are thinking this is better than Strike over Yummy. I know I went over this card recently, but I thought I'd mention it to you guys because you guys know how I roll. You guys know how I deal. I'm a boss like that. Breakthrough Skill, quarter century rare. These are $7, $8 for your breakthroughs. Void Trap Holes, I actually want to go over. Okay, customers also purchase. That's interesting. Why did customers purchase Earthbound Immortal Chaka Chila here? I'd love to see why, what the synergy was. But this is a card that, in my opinion, it's good in hat, could it be good again in the future? I just think that Imperm just power classed it. But if you can ever send it, Black Goat Laughs is just better. That's kind of the problem with this card. But people ask me, hey, Saki, do you think that this card's good to grab? If people want to play Hat in QC, yeah. If not, no. Then you have, in fact, I have the ulti. I want to go over the ulti first. The ulti for Hat, which is max rarity and me, and anyone else for that matter. Your first edge are $28, going up to 30. I'd rather have an ulti any day. Your Immortal Chakachula. I told people this was a good card when we were getting the support when it was like $6. And this was probably whenever a Dusted Gold came out. I don't even want to think how many years it's been since a Dusted Gold came out. I just know too many. $9 for your light play, 11, 12. Goes up to like $15 here for those. And not that bad. And then your Void Trap Hole QC. When your opponent special summons a monster with 2,000 tech or more, 2,000 or more tech, negate the effects of one of those monsters, 2,000 or more tech. And if you do, destroy it. So it negates and then it destroys. Is this card good? No, but it's like one of those QCs that's like $1 where it's like, you know what? I could just get these because it's cool and it's a QC and call it a day. And I do like the artwork on this card. Void Trap Hole's never really been a relevant card that much, but it was a cute little pick. But with that being said, boys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Join the Discord. Let me know what cards will go over next month. Watch all that. And then thank you for answering the questions of the day. I know that the market is kind of boring right now. I think we really need a ban list, and we really need to get into this new format because since they've announced that we're not getting the ban list until Worlds, it really does feel like the time from when we got the leak to the time where Worlds is over, we're kind of in a way playing a wishy-washy format where it's just not confirmed. And this lingering effect is gonna last us more than a month, and I think it's having its effects on the market. But there's always still movement. I'll never find the market truly boring. So a lot of people do say the market's been boring. It's not like how it was back in the day. And I'm gonna be frankly honest, I don't think the market's ever gonna be as fun as it was back in 2020, 2021, 2022. 2023 is when it started. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree with that. I would say 2023 is where it started. And I definitely see it in real time. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.